Hey folks, Poster, welcome back to another Poem Master video. So a few days ago, right, I think on the 11th, I think that's what, 4 days ago, right, we did get a data download for about like around 19 MB or so, and that data download contained the bombshell that we are almost confirmed that we will be getting Gloria next month sometime, early December, right, probably December the 1st, and again, as usual, data mine info, it's not 100%, right? They can still change stuff, but yeah, let's talk about Gloria. Let's talk about Gloria. So, what we're gonna do today is kind of sort of see what potential sync pair, what Pokemon she could have, right? And there's a few metrics to that, right? First of all, we kind of have to see what Pokemon Gloria could have, right? And to look at that, should also look at what potentially Victor could have, so that could help us, infer maybe what Gloria has, right? Or also Hop, right? Because these three characters obviously very all very tight and tightly connected, and we kind of have to sort of see the whole picture to see what Gloria could have. So our number one clue on what Gloria's sync pair is the Gloria, login, login bonus countdown, right? Or countdown login bonus, whatever, right? So in our countdown login bonus, not only are we getting a bunch of scout tickets, I think 120 scout tickets, right? We're also getting some level cap materials, right? First of all, we're getting buff blends, getting a lot of buff blends, so very likely that it's going to be it's potentially going to be a striker. And also we are getting steel tomes, potentially a steel type striker, right? So those are our first clues, right? Steel type striker. So let's check out what steel type Pokemon there are, right? And in my opinion, most likely, right, it's going to be a Gen 8 Pokemon. It's going to be a Gen 8 Pokemon. It's going to be really weird if it turns out like, Gloria gets Steel type. Gloria gets Aggron. Gloria, that would make no sense, right? Gloria and Aggron. However, it would make a lot of sense if it's a Gen 8 Pokemon. So let's look at some of the Gen 8 Steel types, right? Starting with maybe Meltan, right? It's kind of borderline though, Meltan. I don't want to get in the whole debate about if Meltan's Gen 8 or Gen 7, whatever. I don't care. I just don't think it's a huge possibility, right? It's not a huge possibility. They're not extremely related, Gloria and Meltan, however, right? So here are the suspects. We got Corviknight, which has a Gigantamax, right? Berserker, Copperajah, Duraludon, Zacian, Zamzentas. These are our options, right? So looking at these options, the ones that are most closely associated with Gloria would be Zacian, Zamzenta, or potentially Corviknight, right? And here's why I don't think it's gonna be Duraludon, Copperajah, or Berserker, right? Berserker we'll talk about in a bit, but mainly why I don't think it's going to be Copperajah or Duraludon. So when we look at, right, in terms of what these folks have, right, some other Gen 8 characters, what they have, in my opinion, I find Duraludon more closely associated with Raihan, because that's kind of his ace, right? That's kind of Raihan's ace. So if they were to give Duraludon to anyone, it'd probably be Raihan, right? So first of all, there's that, and Copperajah maybe more closely associated with not champion. I almost called him champion. With Rose, right? Let's see, where's Mr. Rose characters? Let's see, where is it? What was it? Anyways, Rose has Copperajah, if you guys could remember. Oh, there we go. Macrocosmos. Very, very small words. All right. Yeah, if you fight Rose, the dude does have Copperajah, right? Eventually. And he also has Berserker. I mean, he's in general steel type trainer, right? So in my opinion, right, potentially, obviously, there is a chance that Rose eventually comes to the game with like Eternatus, maybe in like a legendary event, maybe. But in my opinion, I just don't think it's going to be Gloria and Cabra, because it would make more sense if it was with Rose, even if Rose doesn't get it, right? Berserker also, like, I guess like no one really has Berserker as their ace, but it would be super super weird if they gave Gloria Berserker. So let's just throw Berserker out of there, right? So our main suspects right now are still Corviknight, Zacian, Zamazenta. So in terms of if it's going to be either one of Zacian or Zamazenta or Corviknight, this is the main contention. The main contention is if it's going to be Zacian or Zamazenta. So let's first go back to the Datamined discovery. Let's look at the level up manuals, right? This might give us some hints, right? The level up manuals, they add up to, let's see, 20 over here, 40, 60, and that's 76. 76 is enough, I think, to level a sync pair all the way up to 125. However, do keep in mind, there are differences in levels in comparison to different sync pairs, right? Regular sync pairs that you get from Gashas, right, they get that amount. However, legendary event Pokemon have sometimes, way more, I think double or triple the amount, right? Something like that, right? Legendary sync pairs just straight up cost much, much more level up manuals. So, or legendary event sync pairs, right? So from this, it does seem like it's going to be a banner. It's going to be a banner and not a legendary event. Does that mean we strike out Zacian and Zamazenta completely, right? No, we don't. I think Zacian and Zamazenta is still in play because of the fact that that there is a legendary Pokemon that didn't use that many level up manuals, right? Did not use the amount of legendary event level up manuals, despite it being a legendary Pokemon. That's Silvally, right? Gladian Silvally, they used the regular amount, right? For level up manuals, and Gladian Silvally, for those who are wondering, is in fact a legendary Pokemon, if I could find it. Yeah, Silvally is a legendary Pokemon, right? So it could be that Gloria and Zacian or Zamazenta comes out on a banner and is a legendary sync pair, but not a legendary event sync pair. So I do think, due to this, exception, right? It's still completely possible that she comes in with Zacian and Zamazenta. So let's look at some other, other clues to see if it's either Corviknight or Zacian and Zamazenta, right? For one, if we look at How, right? Or not How, Hop. Not my fault. Both these rivals' names start with an H and are 3 letters. Hop has a very interesting, variety of Pokemon over here, right? Hop has both Corviknight, right? Gmax Corviknight, that's Hop's Gmax, right? He uses Corviknight, has both Corviknight and Zacian Zamazenta, right? Although Hop, to me, is always more closely associated with Double instead, right? So it does seem like Hop might, if it's gonna get anything, might, and there's a lot of other options, right? Hop could also come with a starter, right, with either Inteleon, Rillaboom, or Cinderace. Cinderace. So these are all possibilities. Like, Hop could honestly come with one of either these, except for Snorlax. I don't think it's going with Snorlax. So Hop with Double, Hop with Rillaboom, or Cinderace or Inteleon, Hop with Corviknight, Hop with Zacian are all possibilities. Here's why if we're looking at these, I don't really think it's going to be Zacian or Zamazenta for Hop, and here's why. Because if Hop's going to get Zacian, someone's, like, for example, if Hop gets Zacian, someone has to get Zamazenta, right? And there really isn't, like, a duo for Hop, right? Because, if we're gonna look at, oh, maybe like Victor, Hop, and Gloria, that's 3 characters. 3 can't really split these 2 legendaries, right? If you're gonna split it with his brother has almost no association with Zacian or Zamazenta, which makes me believe that it might not be Zacian or Zamazenta for Hop, right? Could it be Corviknight for Hop? Maybe. What I do see happening with Hop is Hop either getting double or Corviknight, right? Hop getting double or Corviknight, and Signasuit Hop could get one of the starters, right? Because it's pretty clear that Gloria's not getting a starter, right? Almost. I mean, confirmed that Gloria's not getting a starter. So what I do think happening with the Gen 8 starters is, if in the future, if they run like a Signasuit version of these units, sort of like Blue and Leaf, right? Regular Blue got Pidgeot, regular Leaf got Eevee, and then the Signasuit versions of them got, Blastoise and Venusaur, right? Like Signasuit Red got Charizard. So maybe in the future, if they rerun like if they run like a Signasuit version of Hop, Gloria, or Victor, right? They could then get Inteleon, Rillaboom, and Cinderace, right? They could split the starters in their Signasuit versions. So that's why I don't think it could be any of the starters. So it's either double or Corviknight, right? In between these two, which again, double is still a very, very high possibility. If we look at what potentially Victor is going to get, right? So let's just assume for a second here. Let's assume if Gloria is getting Corviknight. If Gloria is getting Corviknight, Victor has to get something, something very, very similar on the other hand, right? And the options for Victor, if Gloria is getting a Corviknight, should be have these qualifiers, which is has a Gigantamax version and is a Gen 8 Pokemon, right? And if we look at these options, right? Gen 8 Gigantamaxes that aren't already taken by other gym leaders or other more prominent characters. Dreadnought, Nessa already has that, right? If we check back, right? Nessa has Gmax Dreadnought. Colossal, Jordy has Colossal, right? Let's see, Flapple, Milo in the rematch, right? Milo has Gmax, Appleton or Flapple, it depends, right? And same thing with Appleton. And Centiskorch is taken by Kabu. Hatterene, whatever it's called, is taken by Bede, right? Grimmsnarl is taken by Marnie. Alcremie is taken by Opal, right? Cabra, we've talked about. Chairman Rose. Drillodon, Raihan. The Urshifus, I don't think these are in contention at all, because if Victor was getting one of the Urshifus, Gloria would have gotten another one. And Fighting Dark, Fighting Water, no steel in there, right? So of these, right, the options that are out there are Sandaconda, Toxtricity, or Beetle, right? I think those are the only 3 options. So if Gloria's getting Corviknight, then Victor is either picking up Orbeetle, Gmax Orbeetle, Gmax Anaconda, Gmax Toxtricity, which it really doesn't seem extremely likely, right? Because like Corviknight maybe is associated with Gloria, right? It's a relatively important, Pokemon, right? It's their regional bird. But like of these 3, like Sandaconda, Toxtricity, and Orbeetle, these don't really have any like huge significance if they tie it to like a main character either, right? So that being said, again, there really is no conclusive evidence that could give, that's going to give Gloria either Corviknight or Zacian/Zamazenta, although I am leaning towards Gloria getting either Zacian or Zamazenta, right? But again, is it possible that Gloria gets Corviknight? It's still a possibility. It's still definitely a possibility, right? Is it possible that Gloria gets like Berserker? Not really, but like, okay, there's like a 0.0001 chance that she gets Berserker for some reason. But again, in the end, it's going to be between Corviknight, Zacian, Zamazenta, and in my opinion, it makes a bit more sense that Gloria gets Zacian, Zamazenta, right? It's just so that, Victor, when Victor comes in the future, Victor doesn't have to have like either Orbeetle, Sandaconda, or Toxtricity, right? Which has a bit less significance than, say, Zacian or Zamzenta, which has much, much more significance, right? So, anyways, that's me with this one, I guess. Hope you guys enjoy. Let me guys, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Like and enjoy this video, so on the channel for some more Pokemon Masters content. I'll see you guys in the next one.